5 years after Rockford Police Detective Kevin Rice was killed in the line of duty, his family and community members strive to keep his memory alive as riders traveled through the city today for a memorial bike ride built around his badge number. Around 30 people participated in the Kevin D. Rice Sr. Memorial Bike Ride. The 15.7-mile route represented Rice's badge number 157. Riders passed several places connected to his legacy, including Rock Valley College, Greenwood Cemetery, and the Memorial Playground. Money raised through registrations, donations, and more supports a Rock Valley College scholarship in Rice's name for students going into criminal justice or political science. Rice's son, Stanley, says the support made the day bittersweet.
My dad was a loving person, very kind, give you the shirt off his back, do anything for you. Also an individual that you would want to have in your corner when you had your back against the wall. He was always there to help you.